Now, the military vet saga seems to be coming to an end. Months after some were arrested for holding a minister hostage, demanding pension funds, it looks like government is now listening. Let's speak now to lawyer and former ANC Treasurer General Mathews Phosa, joining me now live to talk to us more about this. Sir, very good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us. Firstly, let's start, I suppose, here with the fact that the NPA actually dropped all charges against the military vets who were arrested and charged with conspiracy to kidnap in the St. George's Hotel in Centurion. You must be delighted by that.
Well, first of all, I'd like to make it clear we are the attorneys for all the 53 former accused or accused to be. The firm Phosa Lewis attorneys is representing all of them. It's also representing 2,400 other veterans who are claiming 4.2 million each from the government. So we're very happy with the NPA's decision yesterday. It just makes sense, but there's no evidence that shows that those 53, 52 ever kidnapped anyone.
What are the main reasons given by the NPA for doing so, for declining to prosecute the matter?
It's in the public space. They say there's no evidence.
No evidence at all. Let's speak now.
Why would you charge anybody without evidence?
Let's speak now about the veterans having instructed yourselves, the lawyers, to proceed with class action against the government to compel government to compensate them for the sacrifices made during the liberation struggle, liberating the country. And I just want to go on to, according to the Act, according to the 2011 Military Veterans Act, any South African citizen who served in the SA liberation struggle between 1960 and 1994 may receive a military pension, housing, free access to military health services, skill acquisition, education and support. Are you saying none of this is taking place at all? And if so, to what extent?
None is taking place. That's why we were approached by the 2,400 veterans to begin a process not of issuing legal papers, but of talking to the government. It is our government. We're talking to them to try and find one another around the issues which they're raising. And if we are able to do so peacefully, we should do so. But if there's no agreement, we'll obviously bring in a class action. Those instructions are on our table.
Why do you think none of this is actually happening?
Because that's our instructions. We act on instructions.
No, I'm saying, why do you feel, sir, that government is not acting according to the Act itself, the 2011 Military Veterans Act, by giving the military pension, the housing and free access to military health?
It's not what I feel, it's what the government is not doing.
Yes.
They're not doing any of those things to these 2,400. In fact, there's 9,000 veterans out there. The government is doing nothing for them, nothing, zero.
That's what I'm saying, sir. Why do you think that they do it? They're not doing anything. You've spoken, I'm sure, to some in government about this?
We're talking. There's some saying we're still at the stage of talking to government, and the talks are proceeding. And we tabled the issue of 4.2 million, and that the government must respond to that and say this is our counter offer or whatever it is.
So if government has not, what offer at all has been put on the table by government, if any?
Nothing.
Nothing at the moment at all?
Nothing. N-O-T-H-I-N-G. Nothing.
Nothing at all. Let's just go through some of what your clients are demanding. Reparations amounting to 4.2 million per veteran. Government to pay pensions of 15,000 rand per month. Some would look at this and say, where would government find some of this money?
You know, you want me to give a lawyer's answer?
Yeah.
It's not our client's business.
Yeah.
Our clients are asking what they're entitled to. Government must decide what it wants to do. If the government does not want to find a settlement with us in an amicable way in which we're approaching the matter, we have no choice but, as I said, the instructions to bring a class action are on the table. We'll pursue it.
Okay, can you give me an answer as the former ANC Treasurer General? with your
No,
lawyer's
I'm
hand
the
on
attorney. I'm an attorney for my clients. I'm an attorney for my clients are bound by the ethics. It's got nothing to do with the ANC or me having been a treasurer general.
Okay. When do you, you were saying that you are in conversation with the government at the present moment. How long are you giving government to come up with a proposal?
I can tell you now, we have not put the governments on terms in terms of the time of discussions. We think the discussions are civilized and we should give government to apply its mind on this matter. But, it's not a timeless issue. Our clients are putting us under pressure to deliver.
And please speak to me about the groups that you are actually, representing in terms. I know it's Umkhonto weSizwe as one of them.
We're representing the former soldiers of Umkhonto weSizwe, former soldiers of the PAC, and AZAPO, the Zambian People's Organizations, and anyone who regard themselves as veterans of a former liberation movement. We don't want to discriminate. Everybody contributed to the struggle. It was not just the ANC or MK.
Did you, was there anything at all ever from, we know that President Ramaphosa, he established the presidential task team, which was chaired by the Deputy President David Mabuza. The outcomes from that particular task team, have you sat with them? Have you heard anything from them at all?
No, not at the moment. We wouldn't be where we are now, saying that we're still in negotiations. I mean, it's a matter of common sense. We're still in negotiations. Nothing is on the table. When the government puts an offer on the table, we'll entertain it, and if it's reasonable, we'll deal with it and take instructions.
Okay. All right. So it's plain and simple. You are sitting at the table with the government. You're waiting for them to put something on the table. If not, then you will be compelled to actually launch your class action to compel government to compensate for the military veterans. We'll leave it there. Thank you so much for speaking with us and being candid with us. That's, of course, former ANC Treasury General Mathews Phosa and lawyer representing the military veterans. And we'll see how far we'll keep following that particular story and see where it goes.